One of the coolest views in Yellowstone National Park can be found at the Overlook for Grand Prismatic Spring. Grand Prismatic is the largest hot spring in the US, and it's known for its unique rainbow colors. If you visit the Overlook, you can continue further on a less traveled path to reach Fairy Falls, a 200-foot-high waterfall away from the big crowds. Here's what I saw when I hiked these trails recently. The hike to Fairy Falls via the Grand Prismatic Overlook is 2.5 miles each way, 5 miles in total. It's about 350 feet in elevation gain, so the trail ranks as easy. It will take close to 2 hours round trip. The hike is mostly flat. Starting from the parking lot, you'll cross a short bridge over the Firehole River, and then proceed on the gravel trail. Don't be surprised if you have a bison encounter. Bison wander all over Yellowstone National Park. You're generally not supposed to get this close to bison, but it sometimes happens when they walk near a popular trail. A park ranger was here making sure that tourists gave the beast plenty of distance, until it wandered into the woods. Even before going up to the Overlook, you can already see Grand Prismatic in the distance, but the best views are up the hill. Most of the hike's elevation gain comes on this spur trail up to the Overlook. This part of the hike is more crowded since the Overlook is a very popular tourist attraction. You may need to take your time on this section since it is fairly steep. And before long, you're at the top with those amazing views of the spring. Wait your turn and you'll eventually get a spot at the front railing with unobstructed views of Grand Prismatic. Colors and the rising steam are amazing to behold from up here. Most tourists turn around and go back to the parking lot at this point, but if you continue forward on the trail, you'll go back down and join up with the Fairy Falls Trail. Only a small percentage of the thousands of people who visit Grand Prismatic every day make the hike over to Fairy Falls, so this is a chance to escape the masses. This section of the trail is totally flat and easy for kids and families. You'll start to pass into a pine forest with thicker trees and lower visibility. There is one section of dead trees, which is kinda cool to see. Forest fires do pass through the park occasionally, and they help to regenerate the plant life in the area. It's possible that you may see bears or bison as you pass through this area, so keep your eyes open. I didn't see any animals here when I hiked. There were a moderate number of other people on the trail, but it definitely wasn't crowded. The scenery doesn't change too much here, but take some time to enjoy the small sights along the way, like the insects and the pine cones. It doesn't take long to reach a clearing where you can see the mountain and begin to hear the falls. There they are, 200 feet high. You will have to cross a couple of little wooden footbridges and climb over a few rocks to get up closer to the falls. There's a small pool of water at the bottom of the falls. Lots of people gather around the water to hang out. You can get close enough to get yourself into the splash zone and feel the spritz from the waterfall. This is a great place to sit down and relax for a while, bring lunch, and enjoy the beauty. Eventually, you'll head back the same way you came, passing by Grand Prismatic again. And always keep your eyes open for wildlife. I saw a coyote on the hillside near the parking lot. Here's another look at the hike itself, starting at the parking lot and heading north to the overlook of Grand Prismatic, and then heading west through the forest to the waterfall. Add Fairy Falls to your Yellowstone bucket list if you want an easy, less crowded hike with a couple of cool sights.